Hello everyone, today we will be discussing 4 major tornado rating scales: the Fujita Scale, the Enhanced Fujita Scale, the International Fujita Scale, and the Toro Scale. First, a little bit of history. In 1971, Ted Fujita of the University of Chicago, in collaboration with Alan Pearson, introduced the Fujita Scale. The original Fujita scale actually went all the way up to F12, with F12 being wind speeds of Mach 1. However, only ratings up to F6 have ever been assigned, and all F6 ratings have since been downgraded to F5. A famous example of the F6 rating being assigned to a tornado was during the 1974 super outbreak, where the Xenia, Ohio tornado was assigned the F6 rating. One thing to note is that although the Fujita scale assigns wind speeds, it actually judges the tornado's intensity based on damage. So a tornado could be stronger than it was rated if the structure it damaged wasn't strong enough to constitute a higher rating. Practically, though, the Fujita scale ranges from F0 to F5, with the wind speeds of F0 being 40 to 72 miles per hour with minor damage, F1 being 73 miles per hour to 112 miles per hour with, quote, moderate damage, F2 being 113 miles per hour to 157 miles per hour with, quote, significant damage, F3 being 158 to 206 miles per hour with, quote, severe damage, F4 being 207 to 260 miles per hour with, quote, horrifying damage, and F5 being 261 to 318 miles per hour with, quote, catastrophic damage. These F5 tornadoes also take up much less of all tornadoes than weaker tornadoes do, with violent tornadoes taking about 1% of all tornadoes, while F1 tornadoes take up 34.24%. However, the Fujita scale was decommissioned in 2007, and the Enhanced Fujita scale, which better matched damage indicators to wind speeds, took its place. I will not spend a whole lot of time covering the Enhanced Fujita scale, because it is pretty similar. It does add the intensity of EFU, though, which means that there is no surveyable damage, therefore the wind speed cannot be estimated at all. The new wind ranges are EF0, 65 to 85 miles per hour, EF1, 86 to 110 miles per hour, EF2, 111 to 135 miles per hour, EF3, 136 to 165 miles per hour, EF4, 166 to 200 miles per hour, and EF5, 201 plus miles per hour. Another variation of the Fujita scale is the International Fujita scale, which was released in 2018. It is very similar with intensities ranging from IF0 to IF5, but all intensities from IF0 to IF2 are marked by either a minus if it's weaker or plus or if it's stronger. So the scale goes IF0 at 45 plus or minus 14 miles per hour, IF0 56 plus or minus 17, IF0 plus 67 plus or minus 20, and I'm not going to say all of the miles per hour because that would take much too long, but the scale continues IF1 minus IF1, IF1 plus, IF2 minus IF2, IF2 plus, IF3, IF4, and IF5. There's one more tornado intensity scale I would like to talk about today, and that is the Toro scale. The Toro scale was introduced in 1972 by Dr. G. Terrence Meaden, and the intensities range from T0 to T11. Surprisingly, only one tornado has ever been rating T11, and that was the 1764 Waldick tornado, with an estimated wind speed of over 300 miles per hour and a maximum width of almost a kilometer wide. It reached this intensity when it destroyed almost completely a stone mansion. Thank you for watching this video, everybody, and I hope you learned something new about tornadoes and tornado intensity scales today.